methods such as engaging on forums and search engine maximization, the paid methods such as running ads on social media platforms. So, I mean, thank you so much. Really informative, really helpful. I'm sure a lot of our participants have taken a lot away today. So we have, now we're going to move over to the Q&A session. A few questions have been dropped and were dropped in the chat box while you were speaking. So I'm just going to take these questions. Hopefully we can get through all of them. If we can't, we will try to answer these questions offline. So great. So the first question I have for you, Toby, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, great. The first question I have is, I am a new business and I've been trying to create a Facebook business account. However, I keep getting a message saying that this can't be created at this point in time. What can I do as I'm a startup business and I really want to get my ads on Facebook?
Okay, so if you're trying to create your Facebook account, right? So the question I have for you really is, if you already have a Facebook account, it's against Facebook policy to have 2 accounts, right? So Facebook will most likely ban you if you have more than 2. If you have more than what they call it, more than one account, right? So Facebook is against Facebook policy to have more than 1 account. The second thing is that if you already have a Facebook account, you automatically already have a Facebook business account, right? So you automatically already have a Facebook business account, right? So you can, all you need to go is go to business.facebook.com, right? And then log in with your Facebook account, and then it will ask you for a couple of questions to answer, and then you just answer it, and then it will create your account. The other reason why you might not be able to create an account is if your name is already being used, right, by someone else. So if someone else already has your name and your name is already being used, then obviously Facebook will not be able to have, will not be able to allow you, right, to be able to use that same name to create another, another Facebook account. Okay, right? So yeah, so that's my answer to that, right? So first of all, you want to make sure that your Facebook you want to make sure that your Facebook account is you want to make sure that you have a Facebook account, that you're not creating 2 accounts for yourself, right? Because against Facebook policy. The second thing that you want to make sure is that when you're creating if you have a Facebook account already, just go to business.facebook.com, right? And then sign in with your Facebook account, and then it will walk you through a simple question like, what's the name of your business, your country, and a couple of other things, and then set up your account. So you can use business.facebook to set up the account. Okay, right? So I'm sure that should be helpful, right? That should be helpful. But I mean, just on the side, it's also just let you know that, I mean, yeah, so I'm sure that should be helpful. All right, then another thing also, that for those that are looking to call us, right, our number is on the screen right now. You can call our sales team to talk to them as well. Okay, all right, thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Toby. So the next question, online marketing is all about physical products most times. How about businesses who render services? What benefit will it be to the business to go online, and then how do they actually render service? Obviously not a physical product. So Toby, can you help us shed some light on that?
So I think that's a myth, right? It's not true. I think that's not true, right? That's not true, because like I explained to you earlier on, right? My tax consultant today I found him on Instagram, right? So the rule of business applies to everybody, right? So business is about sales, right? And sales is about people and price, right? So that means when people buy your product at a particular price, right? And so for every business, we have, whether we are doing service-based or we are doing products, we are doing either digital products or physical products, right? Our goal is to get people to know about our products and services. So you run a service, for example, right? And you need to reach out to business owners, you need to reach out to people. I showed you earlier on how to target business owners on what they call it on Facebook, right? You can easily target them and tell them, oh, are you looking for accounting services? Are you looking for HR services, right? Why don't you get us to hire the correct HR for you? The cost of of wrong hire, right? It's higher than the cost of hiring a new employee. It's higher than the cost that, I mean, the cost of hiring a new employee. So you want to ensure that you hire right on the onset, and then you get to the eyeballs of the right audience, and then the right audience gets to see your ad. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So what I would advise is that if you get a very good comprehensive digital marketing training like our own, right, it will allow you to be able to understand, define what we call the customer avatar, right? You also need to understand that as a B2B, right, and I believe you are referring to yourself as a B2B, as a service-based business, right? You can use LinkedIn, for example. LinkedIn allows you to reach out to people based on their job roles. That's one, right? And also Facebook also allows you to reach out to people also based on their job roles. So I'm going to show you how that works real quick, right? So there's so many things that you can do, right? So there's so many things that you can do with Facebook. That so one thing I tell people is that you're targeting B2B, right? But whether you're targeting, your goal is to get a corporate client, right? For someone that is selling products and services, to get consumers, right? Now, the truth about that, the consumer is a human being. That client is a human being. Do you know what I'm saying? That client, there's someone in that company that is also a human being in that company. So with Facebook, Facebook allows us to target people like that. So for example, let me come here and put First Bank, right? Are we together? Right? So I can target, what they call it. So I can target First City Bank, for example, employer. So these are people that are working in First Bank, UBA, what they call it, First Bank of Nigeria, Zenith Bank, GT, Zenith, right? MTN, right? Are you with me? And then Facebook allows me to do what? To narrow the audience. And so right now, if the person I need to meet in Zenith Bank is a human resource, are we together? Right? Is a human resource person, I can do what? I can click here and then I can promote to that person and sell. So I'll come not under interest. Yeah, I can use interest. And then so I'll put human resource. Are we together? Right? Human resource, and I can put it as job function. So this person is director of human resource. This person is the head of human resource director of human resource recruiter, and things like that. So I can easily, as a service-based business, I can easily sell my service to that company, right? Knowing that the HR is that. For example, we sell corporate trainings as well, right? We use Facebook, for example. We'll target the companies, do the same thing we're doing right now, and then advertise to the HR resources. And then we get companies call us and ask for training for their team. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So you can use Facebook for service-based businesses. One thing you need to understand is that what the platform gives you is the platform gives you the opportunity to meet more people, right? That would also let me, I hope you can see my screen also actually, so I don't, right? So if you can see my screen, just put in the comment area, you can see my screen, I think, right? Just to be sure that we are following, okay? All right, so good. All right, so awesome. Now, so you can see, so Facebook, on the internet, there are about 4.5 billion internet users in the world, right? About 1.7 billion websites in the world, right? About 124 billion emails have been sent just today. About 3.4 billion, searches have been made on Google, and so on in terms of on the online platform. Now, what this online platform gives you, that it gives you access to reach people that you originally would not have access to. So as a business owner, you sell only when people know what you are selling. Do you understand what I'm saying? And this platform gives you an avenue to meet those people and also to automate the process, right? To have sales, to have your website as your salesperson, right? To have a payment gateway where people can buy your product and you can deliver to them, right? To have a lot of people right now deliver services by Zoom. 2 days ago, right, a client paid us a very good amount of money, right, to do a 3-hour Zoom training for them. That's a service, right, for training people that do training. We did the training over Zoom for their team members. They were happy, the learning objective was met, and everybody was excited, right? And so you have that there's so many online avenues that allows you to be able to deliver services to people. You have, so our company is registered in America, right? By American law, we're supposed to file tax in April, but it was extended to June, right? And I concluded the deal with my tax consultant in America over Skype, right? Using Skype, I found him on Skype. Obviously, I found him on Google. I went on Google to search for they call it CPA in America, tax consultant, right? I found him and I reached out to him, right? And we arranged a 1 minute session, right? Sorry, a 10-minute session over Skype. We did the session over Skype and it went well. They sent me the information that I need to send to him. I sent him all the information. He did what he had to do. He filed our taxes in America, and that was it. Jonathan, so I feel like there's so many things that we can do, but the most important thing that we have to put at the back of our mind is that we have to be dynamic enough in order to try it out. I feel that a lot of people are not welcoming the new development, right? And as such, they are going to miss out from the great opportunities that exist, right? That exist in the digital platform, in the online platform, right? So I believe that there's a lot of avenue, there's a lot of opportunities for all types of businesses. In fact, recently I saw an ad of a mechanic advertising on Instagram and Facebook, right? So there's so many opportunities, right? Because Facebook, it's very, very simple. The platform gives you opportunity to get across to a new set of audience that you originally would not have access to, right? And allows you to develop a sales process that is automated, that allows you to make money while you sleep in the night. I'm not saying that if you do that, you will get that almost immediately or it's automatic, right? There are efforts that you have to put in place in order for you to be able to sleep in the night and wake up the next morning and see alerts in your account from your business, right? So it allows you that it gives you the opportunity that you don't have to be open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. before you can make sales. You can make sales at 5 p.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning, right? So that's the opportunity that it has. But you have to do what? You have to be willing. You also have to get the right knowledge. It's very, very important. A lot of people waste a lot of money because they have the wrong knowledge. Another thing why a lot of people make a mistake when going online, right? I'm taking my time on this because I believe that it's a lot of questions a lot of people have, right? Another reason why a lot of people make a lot of mistakes online is the wrong assumption that when they come online and immediately they put an advert, they will make sales. It doesn't work out like that, right? Like I explained to you, you have to think long term, build an audience, engage that audience, people start to buy from you, and over a period of time, you start to enjoy the compounding interest of having to be online. And the success of online is also determinant on consistent. You have to do what? You have to be consistent. Do you understand that? All right, so someone was asking about the scholarship. The link to the scholarship is on the screen, right? And yeah, you can get the link to the scholarship on the screen also. And so I'm going to be toggling between the LSCTF screen and the scholarship screen as well. All right, so thank you very much. Next question, please.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Toby, for that very extensive answer. I'm sure you've actually covered a lot of the questions I had in that one answer, so that's great. I have a question here. How can we resolve the issue of trust? So this person is saying a lot of people don't like to buy online. And like you had mentioned in your presentation, there's a lot of procrastination and trust issues. So she's saying, how does she tackle that? How does she overcome that? How do you build client trust?
All right, thank you very much. So, so first thing first is to build a relationship, to help before you sell. So I tell people that marketing is like a relationship. If I meet a girl for the first time and I ask her to marry me, she will slap me, right? Or she will just laugh, or she will say outrightly no. Do you understand that? But if she gets to know me, right? We get to talk. She gets to know me, right? I asked her for a date as regards a marriage, right? She most likely will do what? She will say yes to a date than a marriage, right? Even before she says yes to a date, she would also want to do what? She also wants to get to what? To know me. So the first thing that I'll do is that one of the easiest and the most effective way to build trust and to build what we call social capital online is by is by helping people before you sell to them, right? One of the things you want to do is to do what? Is to help people before you sell to them. Educate them, run a free Instagram live, right? Advertise to people, come on Zoom, run Zoom sessions like this, teach people different products and services. I'm sure most of us that are here right now trust, now I've gained one trust or the other for DMSI, right? And also even I've gained more trust for LSCTF as well, right? So run programs like this, get people to trust you, get people to understand you, give them free information, do Instagram live, create videos. Right now you can create videos with phones, with different devices, right? In order to do what? In order to help other people. That way, over a period of time. So imagine you have 10,000, 20,000. Now, what I tell people that you don't do is you don't help without selling, right? And I always like to make this joke, right? The pastor does not preach without asking for offering, right? So the preaching is the helping part, and the offering is the sales part in terms of business. If you take it in business, so there's nothing bad in a pastor asking or doing what they do because they're doing the Lord's work. Don't get me wrong, right? But what I'm trying to say is that you have to help and then you sell. So for example, right now, I can help you. I've told you things you need to know, and I'm telling you to sell. Let me give you an example of how one of our students, okay, I gave an example earlier on about someone that sells ring lights, right? Teaches people how to use the ring light, and then tells people, oh, if you're doing Instagram live, you want quality image, you use the ring light, this is how to set it up. If you want the ring light, check the comment below. You'll see my number. Call me, chat me on WhatsApp, or DM me in order to get this particular product, right? An accountant, for example, will come online to organize a free Zoom session like this, get about 500 to 1,100 people to attend, and at the end of it, goes ahead to do what? Tell people that, oh, if you want me to do your accounting services, if you want to avoid these mistakes that I've highlighted, then you know what? Make sure you contact me on this number, or send me an email, and then we can work together, right? So that's the best way to build trust. The second way to build trust, right, is simply over time, right? It's simply to continue to show yourself to them. So there's, like I explained earlier on, there's what we call presumed credibility, right? So most of us that might have not bought from a brand like Jumia or Konga or some of these popular brands, but because we've heard about them before and we keep on hearing about them, we automatically assume that they are quality, okay? Right? So the other places, the other way to build credibility is to just be everywhere, right? And people would be on your whatever. Now you can maximize that by being everywhere and also giving support and also helping people as well. So if you are everywhere, you're giving support, you're helping people, then definitely what you do. It's a numbers game, right? So sales is a numbers game. It's about numbers, right? So if I can get 1,000 people to help, right? I can get 10 people or 10% or 1% of that to buy my products. Does that make sense? It's a numbers game. Do you understand that? If I can help in a month, my goal is to help 10,000 people, right? A percentage of that 10,000 people will go ahead and buy my product. Do you understand? So that's how it works. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I also like to link this up with the religion, with the church setting. I mean, no offense to any pastor in the house. And I'm not also saying that pastors are not doing the right thing, right? But what I'm trying to say is that it's also the simple logic that the Bible preaches, right? Get more disciples into the church, right? Because the more the disciples into the church, a percentage of the determines the offering that is going to come out. Because if 1,000 people attend a service, right? A percentage of that 1,000 people are the ones that are going to give offering, and a percentage of that 1,000 people have the average in business they call it average order value. A percentage of that of those people, right? Of those people that give offering will have an average order value also in the church. So that means that where a 10,000 a church brings 1,005 people to the church, 500 people might give 500 naira. Another 500 might give 1,000 naira. The same thing with online. A customer, a fraction of your percentage might buy from you and spend 100 naira, 100,000 naira, right? Another percentage might spend 200,000. Another person, so it's that's the dynamic of it. It's a numbers game. For those that understand the numbers, right, are able to get, and I'm trying to let you know that online gives you the ability to get across to those numbers, get those numbers in, help before you sell to them, right? And then what they call it, and then get it. Okay, so I just saw a question on the screen. The answer is no. DMSI does not give certificate of attendance. People that get our certificate go through a process. They take the course, they do assignments, they have to score above 80% before they qualify for their certificate, right? So the answer is no. There's no certificate for this particular class, and there's no certificate also for the scholarship. All right, thank you.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Toby. We've actually run out of time. I think we'll just take one last question very quickly, just a very short answer so that we don't overshoot our time. So the question is, the vendor is saying, I am trying to, I'm in the online education business and I publish books. I'm trying to break into the overseas market. One, he has a question, how does he go about pricing? Two, how does he get, even with the online presence, what's the likelihood of him breaking into the overseas market? And three, he does not have a current account in the UK or USA or wherever it is. So how does he go about that? Just very quickly.
Okay. All right. So to answer that question very fast, but before I answer that question, let me just say that there's someone asking about our training. If you're asking about training, please call the numbers on the screen. Take the numbers down, write it down, and call the numbers on the screen, okay? Right, now I'm going to have to move my screen because I need to answer that question by sharing my screen. All right, so in order to target Nigerians, to target people internationally, right, digital marketing gives you that opportunity in a very, very easy way, right? So in terms of your pricing should be in dollars, right? People should be able to pay you in dollars, right? Now, there are different ways you can register with Paystack, for example. Paystack, to fill out their requirement, and then they give you, they allow you to collect transactions in dollars, right? You can also use Stripe, right? Or to be able to collect the money internationally, right? You can do that with Facebook, right? Our social media advertising course actually teaches you how to do this, right? So you go to Lagos. So in this case, you come here and type Canada, right? You will choose the country that you want to, you will choose the country you want to target. Sorry, please. You choose the country you want to target. So in this case, let's say, for example, we want to target Canada, right? So we go to Canada, or we go to Canada as a country, right? So we go to Canada as a country. We can also put United States. So what we need to do, we choose the country that we want to target, and then we do what? We address the targeting. We now choose the target. So it depends on what your book address. If your book is for job seekers, like I explained, you do your targeting for job seekers. So your ad will show to people in those countries, right? Like that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Now, if you want to target Nigerians in diaspora, you target them by what makes them unique to Nigeria. So, for example, it could be the schools that they've gone to and things like that, right? So yeah. So if you want to know more, what they call it, if you want to know more, like I said, please take advantage of the scholarship. We'll send the email. Right, you can also reach out to LSCTF, right? You can also reach out to LSCTF for small businesses in Lagos to get support, right? And all right. So I think you can always do that, right? And also thank you very much. Omawumi, over to you, and then we can call it a day.
Thank you so much, Toby. Thank you for answering those questions. And yes, I mean, like Toby has rightfully said, Digital Marketing Skills Institute is offering this free course. As we all know, with the new normal, a lot of our businesses can no longer operate as they used to. It's a fantastic opportunity to move a lot of our businesses and our sales online so as to not lose our customers, and actually to also extend ourselves to untapped territory. So, open up your opportunities, your businesses to customers that you would have never reached out to in the past. As Toby has rightfully stated, at LSCTF, we're here really to elevate, to drive up the unemployment rate in Lagos State. There are several opportunities that we render. Kindly visit our website, www.lsctf.ng, or call our helpline if you have any inquiries. We are here to support small, medium enterprises, micro enterprises. We're here, we have various opportunities for you to key into. And we're not just going to help you and sort of leave you. We're there to hold your hand throughout this very difficult process and difficult times. And yeah, so without further ado, I would like to say thank you very much to Digital Marketing Skills Institute for partnering with us and collaborating with us on this webinar today. It's been quite insightful, informative. We hope that you have taken away a lot of points and will be implementing what you have learned today. Thank you, Toby. Thank you to everyone, every single one of the participants for joining. We are grateful and we don't underestimate, you know, your participation today. Thank you so much. And yeah, kindly reach out to any of either of the organizations, LSETF, DMSI, and hopefully we'll be able to help you take your businesses to the next level. So yes, without further ado, thank you for your time. And that would be goodbye for today.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much,
Ciao.
everyone. Have a good afternoon and stay safe. Thank you.